Today is Math Monday. One cut 20-inch diameter log plus one Fiskars, occasionally using the tire, equals one fairly tall stack of wood. That is about 3 feet tall. And of course it's in the afternoon here. So while it's still September and I can get sunshine on this stuff, dry it out, but this is mostly going to be next year's wood. That's the story, people. Logs plus chainsaw plus axe equals so-called free heat. A little more Fiskars action. I slabbed that off of this big piece. This piece is, that's a foot plus, definitely a solid 20-inch across round. That needs some splitting. Luckily, that's easy to do. Then we stack it, dry it for next year because it's fall. This stuff. See that? Slab that off. Try another one. Ooh! Gotta be careful, that will slide through. And then if there's a knot, it takes a bit more effort. See how the grain is curvy? Getting close to a knot. How come am I not using a tire to hold this in? Because I don't have a tire for 25-inch rims. I have a tire for 18-inch rims. So once I slab this down, I can put that inside the tire that's over there. Yep, so let's keep slabbing. This is why you don't have people stand near you to the sides. Stuff keeps flying. Gotta remember safety. Try this side. Nope, took too much. I touch up my Fiskars every couple times. It's got a couple nicks from hitting the ground, unfortunately, but sharpen it up each time and it chops like a boss, as they say. I've said in other videos, but it's just so light through here. This is only a few pounds over here, and that's what you need. You need this to be flying and at a narrow angle to split apart the wood. You don't need weight over here, you just need strength and resilience to hitting, which this does. This handle really is resilient to screwing up and hitting the wood. Good stuff, I like it. Probably chopped maybe a quart of wood with it already. Oh. Yep, that's nice. Just trying to make it convenient for the wood stove more than anything. Get over here, log. Oh boy. If you can hit the same spot multiple times, that's the win. If you're hitting different places each time, gonna have less success, is the best I could say. And I'm not chopping into the middle of the wood, I'm chopping towards the end because it'll split it open. very well. See? Good stuff. Leave that in the sunniest part of the yard, let it dry out. By the time the snow flies, I should have it inside the shed, and next year it'll be really good firewood. Why not rotate it around? See? This is maple. This isn't pine. This is actual real wood. Yeah, the pieces are 16, 18 inches long. Probably 16. Chops very well. Excuse me, spider. We'll let him crawl away. Bye-bye, spider. There we go. That's the deal. Now I can put this in the tire that's over there. There's my pile. Nope, can't quite pick it up. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, boy, that's heavy. There it is, puppy. Woo! I'll set the camera up over here. This should be good. And I have holes in the bottom of the tire to let the water out so I don't get mosquitoes living in there too much. Here we go, baby. Oh, shoot. Thought I had it fitting. Oops. Oh well. I'll let that go. Once I get it small enough to put the tire over it. Looks like the bottom flares out because of the knots that are in here somewhere. The tip I saw from someone else is that if your knots are down here, split up here, you'll have more leverage against the knots. I like that. That seems to work very well for me too. Wonder if my base is causing issues here. Maybe I have to slab more off. There we go. Good. Throw that on that pile. That's what the tire would help with, those pieces falling off. Wonder if it's tire time. Let's see. Heck with it. We'll make it be tire time. See? And as it splits, I can keep going instead of picking stuff up. Which is kind of nice. See, that piece broke a little bit. So I'll split that like that. Split like that. Less things to pick up. Now I could get productive. Oops. Bite a little bit at a time is the suggestion. And you have success. If you get a piece like that, chop it again, then it'll go. Loosened up. It's really, I'm breathing a bit, but this is not a lot of effort because it is a lot lighter than my old sledge. I think I got a knot down in here somewhere, so I'm gonna work around it. That's all you need to do. Just get it cracked. When you get a big chunk, split it down a bit. See? It's pretty good. That's what we're trying to do. Just got it split so that we have firewood at the end. Make sure it stays on the log too. Alright, that's split, that's moving. Use your axe like a lever as needed. No need to kill yourself, usually. In terms of ripping it apart by hand, that was a good strike. And with these harder strikes into tougher parts, you can always pull up a piece of wood, kind of jam it into the crack, keep it open. You'll have a better chance of hitting it the next time. I'll start with that. And then, next time you do hit it, you'll drive it further. So, just kind of set that there. And of course, accuracy helps. There. Crack, crack, crack. That's what we want. Crack that puppy apart. Then we can jam in a piece to keep the track open if we need to. And when it's springy like that, we don't want to go overboard. Now, so I can yank out some pieces, throw them away to the warming pile. We'll call it the warming pile. It's really a drying pile, right? Easy peasy. I'm not bending over so much now that I have been chopping inside this tire. Makes all the difference. And for me, this is a little bit of a work break. I work at home half the time or so. So my thinking time, maybe I'll come out here, split a little bit, go back inside, work on my customer issues. So I have that ability anyway. See, this is a bit of a harder spot, getting in towards the knots or whatever else is in here. So what I need to do is need to split that apart more. How do I do that? I'm just gonna go nuts at it. There. And what we see is getting very close to a knot that's in there. That's why it's a little harder, but the knot is down low. I'm splitting from up high, and that gives more leverage. This knot here is up high. That was probably causing me some grief earlier. No big deal. The cool thing about the Fiskars is if you hit it hard enough and you get down to the knot, it's sharp enough to cut through it. I like that too. So that was a shot right into the knot, and it's not a close-up, but it's actually chopping into that knot and ripping it apart. So the next time it's tons easier. Just keep hitting it, it'll chop through it. Or you'll get smaller pieces knocked off and make it easier. But that's kind of knocked apart. If it bounces, give up and try something different. Shouldn't be a reason to really knock yourself flat doing this. If you get a big enough piece that the axe isn't working for, set it aside for a hydraulic splitter or something like that. Or if it's a big enough piece, get the chainsaw and just cut through the hard spot. Or I use my wedges with a sledgehammer that can also power through some of the tougher spots. But something like this where I'm having a lot of success and it's spreading apart, I feel like I can work at this and make it happen. Oops! And then I catch the edge of the other thing. Caused me a little bit of slowness, but that's life, right? Yeah. That's what we needed. It literally cut the knot down below with the axe. That's what we needed. Here's the knot. It's small enough for the stove. I'm done. Not going to spend any more effort on it.